Good morning, everybody. Did everyone know that the Jewish people have a special holiday that we celebrate to commemorate the events that took place when we were leaving Egypt and we came to the Red Sea and the miracles took place and the Red Sea parted for us? That's right. It's called the last 2 days of Passover. They begin tonight and they continue through Thursday night. Begin tonight at sundown. And something that may be unknown to people is that on the last day of Passover, which this year is this Thursday, we actually recite Yizkor, which is the same Yizkor that we say on Yom Kippur. And it may not be that well known, but it's an important opportunity for people. I want to share with you a powerful thought that you can keep in mind during the Yizkor service. But first of all, a story. So this story takes place at the end of World War II. The Belzer Rebbe, he was Rabbi Aaron Rokeach. He was known as the Belzer Rebbe. He worked very tirelessly to gather together all of his Hasidim, his disciples, and to try to rebuild his community and to inspire the ones that had survived. It was their first Shabbos together after the Holocaust, and he realized that these disciples of his were really in no mood to celebrate and to sing the Shabbos songs. So he shared with them the following Devar Torah. He knew he had to do something to inspire them and to restore their hope. So he shared with them the following Torah thought. And he referenced the story of the parting of the Red Sea that we're going to be celebrating this over the next 2 days. And he said that when the Jewish people survived and saw the miracles that took place with the parting of the sea, they were moved to sing. They were motivated to sing, and they sang a song. And this is recorded in the Torah. It's known as the Song of the Sea. And it says, it begins like this. The song says, "Then Moses and the children of Israel will sing a song to Hashem." That's how the song begins. And he points out that there's a grammatical inaccuracy over here, because why would the song that they just sang be recorded in the future tense? Then Moshe and the children of Israel will sing this song to God. So he said that the Talmud points out over here that this is a reference in the Torah to the very axiomatic Jewish idea that there will come a time eventually when all souls will be reunited with the souls of their loved ones. And that's why this song begins in the future tense. Asked the Rebbe, the Belzer Rebbe, he asked his disciples, but why would that be referenced here? Why would the notion, the concept of the reuniting of souls in the future be referenced specifically in this song? And he pointed out that, the Jews survived this incredible experience of leaving Egypt and the parting of the sea, but don't forget, Rashi mentions over there, the great biblical commentator points out, quoting the Talmud and the Medrash, that many, many, many Jews, in fact 4/5 of the Jews, didn't leave Egypt because they died in the plague of darkness. So that means that the 1/5 that left were the survivors. And there was not a single one of them that didn't lose a sibling, a parent, a child, a good dear friend. They were all hurting and suffering. And when it came time for them to sing at the sea, they really didn't feel like singing at all because they were brokenhearted. And the Rebbe explained to his disciples that on that Shabbos, that at that point, the Torah references the fact that all souls will eventually be reunited. It's true. You're not together with those people, your loved ones right now, because they're gone. But don't worry. It's only temporary. Eventually, all the souls will come together and be reunited. And that's why this concept is referenced at this very moment. When the Belzer Rabbi told this to his disciples, he said, there will come a time when all of you will be reunited with the souls of your loved ones that died in the Holocaust. And at that moment, they began to rebuild and they began to sing again. This might have something to do with why we recite Yizkor on the final day of Passover, which commemorates this amazing miracle of the parting of the sea. Because this is the idea, this is where the Torah alludes to this idea that souls will be reunited. When we say Yizkor on Thursday, I want you to try to do the following thing. I want you to close your eyes before you recite Yizkor. And I want you to think very deeply about the person or the people that you are reciting this memorial prayer for. And think about them. And think about memories that you have of them. Picture them in the room with you, sitting next to you. Think about how much joy and nachas and pride they would have if they could see you and see what you've created and what you've built in this world. Meditate about who they were and what you've learned from them, and feel them, feel their presence right next to you. And do that for a few minutes. and then begin to recite the Yizkor prayer. And I promise you, it will be a very deep and moving experience that will have a long-lasting impact on you. If you look in the email, the instructions are there how to say the Yizkor prayer, the actual prayer itself with a link. We've also included a link to prayers that you can say for the Holocaust survivors, for the Holocaust martyrs, and for fallen Israeli soldiers. Use this opportunity. This is a very special moment, and it can be really the highlight of the whole Passover experience. I'm wishing everybody, on behalf of Ali and I and our family, wishing all of you a wonderful Chag Sameach and a very beautiful end to your Passover holiday. And we look forward to resuming our learning and our growing together, hopefully, God willing, in person, but in the meantime, over Zoom through virtual learning right after the Passover holiday. Chag Sameach.